All right, good morning again. Graduating high school is the first step to becoming an adult. There's a lot more to it, kids, but most kids leave school without learning how to manage their money. That's where Sensibility comes in. Roy Paul came all the way in from New York to tell us how to help you manage your money. Welcome. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
To the whole family.
To all the dads,
to all the dads
excluding me.
Yeah, excluding him. We got it. Coming soon. Well, one day. Anyways, hello.
Hi.
Okay, so kids graduate. They don't maybe have a real sense of how to save their money. We talk about college kids often who are getting some of the refund checks back and kind of blow that money.
Sure.
So this is something that everyone, if you're in the kitchen, they maybe should sit down and listen to. What are some of your tips?
Yeah, so there's a few basic tips, and we target teenagers because they are at that critical age, as you said. And one of the things that they always say is, when I get my check, what do I do with it? And at Sensibility, we teach the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your expenses on things you absolutely need, like your rent, your car payment. 30% on your wants, going out to the movies, going to vacation. And then 20% is saving yourself first. So the first thing you do, you get that check, take 20% and just save it, don't touch it.
Okay, how realistic is that for kids who, one, are probably not making a ton of money in their high school, college jobs? Which one of those is the most important? Is
the 20%.
Saving money for yourself?
Absolutely saving. And it doesn't seem realistic until you explain to them how important it is for them to retire and have some sort of a nest egg for them to be able to do the things that they want to do later in life.
Yeah.
They seem to get it then.
Okay, and what about dipping into that fund, I don't know, 7 months later when there's a really big college party or something coming up? What's an emergency?
Not for a college party, but if you're in debt, if you're about to be evicted from your apartment, if you absolutely need a reliable set of wheels, cars to drive, and you don't have enough money, those are the things that you would want to dip into your savings for. But on average, you want 3 to 6 months worth of an emergency fund. Yeah. So if you add up all of your expenses, if you were to lose your job today, can you survive for the next 6 months? And that's what you want to save for.
Okay, so the goal is 6 months. Why aren't we teaching our kids about money? Why don't we all know this? Yeah,
so there's a lot of theories as to why we don't teach it in school, and a lot of states are actually starting to enact legislation to increase financial literacy standards. Yeah. And at Sensibility, even though I'm located in New York, we have a curriculum that we give for free. So if there are school districts or nonprofits that want this information, we don't charge them a dime for it. But I think more and more people are coming to the idea that, especially with the student loan debt toppling $1.5 trillion, that we do need to teach that stuff. Yeah. And one of my pet peeves is when I talk to high schoolers and I say to them, raise your hand if you're going to college, and they all raise their hand. We're doing a great job with sending kids to college, and that's wonderful. Then I say, keep your hand up if you're taking out a loan. The hands are still up. Yeah. So they're taking out loans, and then I say, keep your hand up if you know what your monthly payment's going to be when you graduate in 4 years. And the hands come down. They have no clue. So they're not asking the right questions of the financial aid officer, of their guidance counselor, to say, look, you're going to allow me to take out $20,000, $30,000 a year. What am I going to pay back when I graduate? And that's what financial literacy is about, asking the right questions.
Asking the right questions. We have to leave it right there. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
Quick break. We'll be right back.